Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Thursday, so it must be me time. And I am really excited to be here this week with you. I have got a lot to talk about. I want to talk to you about love and just being, and how difficult it is sometimes to just be when stuff gets in the way. Um, I had a situation earlier this week where some things were, shall we say, sent to try me. And it's very difficult when you get stressed out to suddenly say, oh, well, you know what? I'm okay. I can be okay. I can really just chill and be and breathe. And I've been giving that advice to a lot of people. But you know what? It's a bit more difficult when you have to do it yourself. And it makes you feel empowered, because suddenly it's like driving and you put in the sat nav, your destination, and you're so convinced you know exactly where you're going and how to get there. And after a couple of false starts, you say, I don't think this is really good. I don't think this is working. And you're driving along and you get lost and you hit traffic and you get stressed and it's too hot, and all this stress just makes you feel worse. So the thing to do is to listen to the sat nav. And the only way to listen to the sat nav is to quieten yourself, is to be still and take a breath. And when you do that, when you just sit and you just take a breath, you just go, and you can feel your mind quieten down. And it's very, very powerful. And then you can hear the sat nav say, okay, straight ahead for 500 yards, go left here. And you can just follow the sat nav, and it's so easy because all you have to concentrate is the driving. Isn't that exciting? And so, yes, you know, I give advice and I give help, but I use these things myself. I use these processes myself because I've learned that they work. And it's the only way to do it. You can't keep struggling against this brick wall that says, no, stop now. No turn ahead, no right turn ahead. So don't go right, go left instead. And that sounds like it might be easy, but it's not. And I know it's not, because I keep helping other people and I keep helping myself too. Because there's no point me sitting here and saying to you, this is what you need to do, and not doing it myself, because I know this works. I know what it's like to struggle against the universe, to struggle when I can see the goal. When you can see the goal and you think, you know what, I just can't get there, give it up. Let the universe take care of you. And when you do that, for the beginning, it's scary. It's like handing over control to somebody else. And who knows where your road will lead you. It doesn't matter. It's exciting. It's very exciting because you've got the destination, but you can go along this windy, windy path and just find out that the coffee smells good, the flowers smell good. You can enjoy the journey because half the stuff is the journey. Life isn't meant to be a struggle. Life is meant to be free flowing. And as soon as you appreciate that, it starts happening. I was talking to somebody today about weight loss. They've been on a diet and lost a lot of weight, and they're looking very good, very, very good. But now the scary thing is, now they're at their ideal weight. What happens? Because if you have lost lots of weight and you're at your ideal weight, what do? Do you go back to eating the rubbish again? Do you go back to thinking, oh my God, I can never eat anything ever again because I don't want to put on the weight? There are those two extremes, aren't there? So my advice was to breathe and just to let the universe tell you, listen to your body. Because by the time you've lost loads of weight, you will start feeling empowered. You start feeling that it's not just about eating, it's not just about food, it's about, you can start going out and buying all sorts of new clothes and feeling really good about yourself. Because there's nobody out there that will give you the love and the power that you can give yourself. We've got a thing called the critical voice, and if you have this mind chatter, if you spend any amount of time on your own, you'll hear this voice and it will tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good enough, you're not enough. And you have to take back your control, and you have to tell the critical voice to go bugger off, basically, because that's what it is. That's why it's called the critical voice. You're more than enough. You're plenty. You're abundant. You're awesome. You're amazing. And whatever you want to do, whoever you are, it's okay. Everything's okay. And that's what it's about. That's what me time is about. It's about being. It's about listening to this voice inside, not the critical voice, and not the ego either, but this voice that says, I can really help people. I can really do what I want to do. I'm not going to hurt anybody by going out dancing or talking to the neighbors or having people in for dinner or whatever you want to do. Buying that awesome dress or those shoes, or I'm not hurting anybody by doing it. But it's what you want to do. And because once you empower yourself, you give yourself this freedom of love. So you start listening to your body. You start telling yourself what you can eat, what you can do, how you can live your life. And so it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes perfect sense. You can just be there. You can be there for yourself. You know, hold your own hand and say, you can do this. And when the critical voice says, no, you can't, you just go, do you know what? Bugger off. I can do this. And you build up your strength like that. You build up your, I'm always talking about if you don't look after yourself, your battery will run down. Well, if you keep listening to the critical voice is like the acid on the battery. It's wearing it out. So you have to tell it to go away, tell it to bugger off, and listen to your heart instead, to the other voice, to the voice of love and reason, the voice that says you can do this, the voice that says that you are more than enough, the voice that says you're beautiful, the voice that says you're so wonderful, the voice that says, of course you can do whatever it is you want to do. And when you start doing that, when you start empowering yourself, listening to your heart, you become exactly what you want to be. And you just are. You just become this awesome, amazing, wonderful person. And it takes no effort. You've told the universe what you want. You've put into your Sat Nav your destination. And now all you've got to do is put it on cruise control and go. Because that's all you've got to concentrate. All you've got to concentrate is taking the action, listening to the voice. And you know, you can't hear the universe if you're running around and you're stuck on the hamster wheel. You can't do that. You have to be still, and you have to breathe, and you have to chill, and you have to sit and think, who am I? What do I want? And really listen. And when you hear the answer, and it might not be a physical answer, it might not be an actual voice, it might just be a knowing. And I tell you what happens, and this is so exciting, what ends up happening is things start coming to you. If you say that you want to do a certain thing, if you've got a certain goal in mind, if you want to put your message out, if you want to write a book, if you want to, you will find that all sorts of opportunities will start sort of coming to you. If you want to go and live in a certain area, if you want to have a certain person in your life, if you want your body to look a certain way, if you just put those steps out into the universe, if you just write it down, if you just start thinking about it, and that all your actions are based on doing that, not in a manic way, but in a very gentle way, so that you're listening, you're doing what you need to do, you're taking action, but you're also listening to your guidance, we call it a gut instinct, an intuition. You just know that this is the right thing to do. You just know when it's not the right thing to do. Because when it's not right, you feel uncomfortable. It's not good. You know that. You know in your heart if you do something and it's not for you. If you take a job, or you're in a relationship, or you work with people, or somebody is not nice to you, you know what's going on. But so often what we do is we don't allow our feelings to actually come up. What we do is we end up saying, that can't be right because he's my husband. That can't be right because it's my boss. That can't be right because it's my child. That can't be right because, of course I need this job. And we make excuses. And so we're not listening to our heart. We're listening to the critical voice. We're listening to all these other voices saying, should. When in our heart we're going, no, it's not right. I don't feel comfortable with this. But when something does feel right, you feel that too. You feel empowered. You feel excited. You feel buzzing with this energy, because that's the difference. Your vibration will be so high when you're doing something that you're happy about. And when you're doing something that you're not happy about, your vibration will, toxicity, toxic people, toxic relationships, toxic food things that you're putting into your body. Why would you punish yourself? Because eating junk on a regular basis, smoking, drinking alcohol, eating too much sugar, being in a bad relationship, working at a job that you hate, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Oh my God, it's Sunday evening and you're laying there thinking, oh my God, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. That makes you feel bad. And so I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but you have to be aware that vibrations, when things work out for you, the vibration is really high. When you listen to your body, when you eat the things that your body wants, when you feel good, it gives you energy, you feel empowered. When you're in a relationship where people love and support you. And I'm not necessarily talking about a romantic relationship, but any relationship with two people. You know, a boss, a neighbor, as a spouse, yes, a child, a parent, a friend, the guy in the checkout in Sainsbury's. All those are relationships. Relationships you have with your food. If you spend your life dieting, and that's a whole other subject for another time, don't get me started on that, because diets make you fat. I know, I spent years trying to lose weight and just got fatter and fatter. But as soon as you give up the struggle, as soon as you say it doesn't really matter, as soon as you say I don't want to put this stuff in my body anymore, suddenly the weight comes off. It's all down to mindset. It's all down to looking after yourself. It's all down to what you want for yourself. And whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you've got a wonderful job or not, whether you've got a business, whatever your particular situation is, unless you love yourself, you cannot be successful, you cannot be wealthy, you cannot be healthy, because it won't work, because the stuff that's inside will come out on the outside. If you're smiling on the inside, if you're happy, genuinely happy with who you are, then that will show out, that will come out, people will see it in your eyes will sparkle, your hair will look good, you look great. And I'm not talking about being a size 0, I'm talking about being content with who you are, going on this lovely, awesome feeling of how you feel, what's going on inside, being comfortable with what you're giving out to the world, not being false, being authentic, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. As Alice in Wonderland said, that's not the same thing, but you have to make sure it is the same thing. That loving yourself is the first and only beginning of everything, of your health, of your life. And the only way to do that is by taking some me time and by breathing. When stuff gets too much, you need to breathe. When life gets stressful, what's the worst thing that happens is you can't breathe. So you need to, before you get to that stage, give yourself 5 minutes every couple of hours in your very busy day, and just sit and close your eyes and close your mind. Just stop with the mind chatter and go shh, shh, like you would with a baby. Just shh, shh. And stop the mind chatter and just sit. and let go of the stress, and let's just breathe and take a deep breath in and focus on your breathing. Take another breath in. And you do that for a few minutes and you'll see how you will calm down and how it will give you the energy to go on for another hour, to write that report, to go and pick up the kids, to deal with the traffic, to deal with the irate client, to deal with whatever you've got to deal with. Just breathe. And when you go to sleep every night, just lay there before you go to sleep and just say, I've had a wonderful day. Tomorrow's going to be even better. And breathe and just still your mind and just relax. Because once you relax and give up the struggle, that's when all the good stuff starts. That's when all the good stuff starts. And it won't start before that. You might have little glimpses of it, little glimpses along the way. But it might happen and then you'll lose it again. It's like any habit, bad habits. You do over and over again. Get into good habits. Good habits like waking up in the morning and saying, I had a wonderful night's sleep and today is a wonderful day. I choose to make it so. Get into good habits. Get into having some me time every single day. As you know, if you listen to me every week, you know I went on my awesome International Me Time Day 2 weeks ago now. I had an awesome spa and had a wonderful time. It was brilliant. I'd love to do it every week, but you know what? You don't need to do that every week. Nice if you can. Wonderful. I'm not stopping you. But if you're saying, well, you know, my life's too busy, I can stop and breathe and just be. Let your heart take over. Let your heart tell you what it wants. Just start listening. And this gives you this amazing, exciting feeling inside. I can't describe it. It's this, I keep saying this word, this empowerment, this way of just, oh my God. And you then realize that the outcome actually doesn't matter. Because you know deep inside that whatever happens is for your highest good anyway, and for the highest good of all those around you. So you can put it out there. You can say, you know, I want to have this particular job, or I want to move to that particular house, or I want to do this, I want to do that. And you set it. And then you take appropriate action. And while you're going about your day, you might not even think about it, or you just keep taking action on all sorts of things. But what you need to do is to be aware that this is going on inside, that the universe is looking after you. And so things will happen, you know, synchronicity. You will talk to somebody and they'll go, oh, do you know, I need somebody who can write reports like that. I need somebody to look after my children. I need somebody to do my shopping, or whatever it is that you want to do. I need someone to show me how to do that, whatever it is. And these things will start happening. And you'll have this sense of peace inside. There's no more struggle. It's just peaceful. And you've got this knowing that it'll all work out. And if it doesn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out, well, you know what? It doesn't actually matter. This or something better will come true. And that's the truth. The universe looks after you. The universe has got your highest good in its hand. and it'll look after you. But you have to trust. And some people think, oh my God, I need to be in control. Like, I can't leave it to the universe. Well, you know what? When you're in control and you're forcing things to happen, how's that working for you? How many wrong turnings are you taking? How many times do you get lost? This is what happens when you don't listen to the Sat Nav. Let the Sat Nav just do what it does and guide you so that all you concentrate on is the driving, the action, the bits, but just follow the road. Follow the yellow brick road. That's all you need to do. It's so simple. And what I want to say to you is that if you don't think it's simple, or if you do think it's simple, but you've no idea how to start, or you just want some help, you just need somebody to hold your hand and say, this is the right Sat Nav, this is the way to go. Just to point you in the right direction. You know what? I'm here for you. I'm here for you every single week. And I'm here for you now. And I'm offering you a mastery discovery session where we can connect and talk and really get to grips with what's going on for you and how we can change it, how we can make it better. Because I can help you do that. I've been there, I've done it, worn the t-shirt far too many times. And I know that it's not easy doing it on your own. I know that doesn't matter how many good books you read or how many courses you go to, how many seminars you attend, how much money you spend on all these courses and seminars and books, and all you end up with self-development. Been there, done that. But I have been there. I have done it. And I came out the other side because I had someone awesome to help me. And so I'm offering you the same gift, a mastery discovery session where you can learn how to get on your path. I can show you how to do that. All you need to do is contact me, connect with me on my website, www.adriennemarksmetime.com/connect. Okay, so let me say that again. It's adriennemarksmetime.com. So Adrienne Marks Metime is all one word, all lowercase, .com/contact. And when you go into the contact page, it'll say Mastery Discovery Session. Just fill in your details and get it sent to me straight away. And I can help you. I'll be there for you. And so from me, now have an awesome week. If you need me, I'm here. I'm here anyway. I wish you lots of love, lots and lots and lots of me time. And remember, just breathe and have an awesome week. Sending you lots of love. Goodbye.